Hello there, I'm Elwyn of the Underground, and let's talk more about Samhain and the Silent Supper.
Beyond the weather and the marsh, there is a whisper in the dark through the tides of disarray, where a wisdom knows the way. If you listen very still, there are answers to the ills, where the ancient pulses able of the memories you keep.
Samhain is observed from sunset on October the 31st to sunset on November the 1st. It is the celebration that is the origin of Halloween. Samhain was first observed by Celtic pagans. It marks the Celtic New Year, the end of summer, and the end of the harvest season. It also signalled the beginning of winter, which they associated with death. On this day, the Celts believed the veil between the living and the dead was especially thin. This allowed spirits of the dead to visit the living. Most scholars agree that it originated around 2,000 years ago, when Celtic people in Europe celebrated the end of the harvest and the start of a new year with a festival. They also believed that communing with the dead was more easy during that time, lighting bonfires to ward off ill-intentioned spirits. The Celts thought that Samhain assisted priests or druids in predicting the future. To appease deities, they built bonfires, sacrificed crops and animals. Villagers also attended the bonfire ceremonies wearing animal heads, skins, which may be where the tradition of costumes first came from. The dumb supper or silent supper can bear two meanings. In southern Appalachian regions of the United States, it can be used as a method used by unmarried women to divine one's future spouse. But as I know it, it's a dinner held to honour and commune with those who now dwell in the realm of the dead. I believe we are silent to show respect and to hear those who may be afraid by the noise and busyness of our everyday lives. A silent supper can be as grand or as simple as you wish. You can invite others to attend as long as they understand the dinner will be in silence. You will want to make this meal different from your average dinner, something to plan and bring effort towards, since the way we honour spirits is incredibly personal. You can light candles, burn incense, ring bells, or even cast a circle around the table, but how you cleanse and prepare the space is entirely up to you. Everyone must remain silent from start to finish. You enter the room in silence. You find your seats in silence, and you stay quiet until the ritual is over. One seat, usually at the head of the table, must be left empty, and a place is set there for the spirits. If you're using your silent supper to contact someone in particular, it's a good idea to have something at the table to represent that person. For a deity or ancestor, you can include symbols or other things that they may appreciate, as if the table is an altar. Traditionally, the doors and windows are left open whilst the supper is happening. The spirits are served first, so fill their plate and cup before anyone else is served. Foods high in carbs, fats, or sugars are generally best for spirits, as they are packed with potential energy. Libations are generally offered to the spirits. These don't have to be alcoholic necessarily, and fruit juices would work just as well in some cases. You can close your silent supper in a few ways, either by leaving the room in silence altogether, or extinguishing the candles as the marker for the closing, whatever you feel will hold the most significance. However, if you did cast a circle around the table area prior to sitting, make sure you close the circle as well. Thank you for listening and learning more about Samhain and silent sappers. And don't forget to check out my other platforms like TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. Please consider joining my Patreon and getting access to more of my unseen content and a Discord, or buy a reading from me off my website, theantlercrown.com. Until next time, have a blessed Samhain. Goodbye.